In this ASL lesson, you're going to do all of this. Okay, you're going to start by learning 10 signs in American Sign Language, how to sign them. These, yes, for each one I have a mini lesson where I'm going to teach you hand shape, hand position, hand motion, and we're going to do practice. After you've learned all 10 signs, well, by golly, it's time for a quiz. Yes, in quiz number 1, you're going to sign, and you can race a timer. So I'm going to put one of the signs up, and you have to sign it. Try to beat the timer, and then compare your answer with mine. After quiz number 1, where you sign, we're going to have quiz number 2, where you understand. So I'm going to be signing, and you try to figure out what I'm signing. What the heck am I doing before I show you the answer? And during my quizzes, I always wear my glasses. So that means I won't be talking, it will be quiet, and I'm only going to be signing. Okay, so after the quizzes are finished, we're going to sign sentences. Well, by this time, you've already learned 10 vocabulary signs, so why not put them to use? Right, we'll do questions, we'll do statements, we'll go step by step and we'll sign together, get you actually using the vocabulary signs. After we sign sentences, you're going to take a look at an inspiring quote. And it's a puzzle because it's not spelled out in English letters, it's spelled out in ASL hands, ASL letters. Something like that, where you have to decipher it and figure out what is the message and put your answer in the comments. Okay, so we got a lot to do in this lesson. Let's jump in and boost your skills. Here is the sign for again. Okay, we're going to use both hands, different hand shapes. I'm right-handed, that's my dominant hand. So with my non-dominant hand, for me, my left, I'm going to make this hand shape. Right, fingers together, thumb alongside, just a flat hand. We're going to tilt it forward and kind of leave it at an angle. The tips of the fingers pointing away. Leave it there for a moment. With your dominant hand, for me, I'm right-handed. We're going to start with that same hand shape where we're going to bend the fingers down. So we kind of have like this shelf or the angle here. We're going to put it here and we're just going to go in. And the tips of the fingers are going to touch the open part of this hand right here. Again. Again. From the side. Other side. From the front again. Okay, so starting from the rest position, what? You're like, what the heck is the rest position? Well, if you ever watch sign language interpreters, when they're not signing, their hands are usually around here somewhere because, whenever they need to sign, they can quickly start signing. So let's start from the rest position and sign with me. Let's do again 3 times. Again. Again. Okay, quick review. We're going to use both hands. Non-dominant hand right here. Dominant hand in this hand shape right here. Start there and just go like that. Again. Okay, we just talked about how to sign again. Here is the sign for friend. Okay, we're going to use both hands and the hand shapes are the same. Yes, index fingers. Number 1, pointer finger, that's all we're going to use. Now I'm right-handed, that's my dominant hand. So with my left hand, non-dominant hand, I'm going to put it right down there. The palm's facing up, finger pointing away. I'm going to take my dominant hand, right hand, going to put it on top, touching the index fingers. Now we're just going to rotate and do the opposite. So we go like this. Friend. Friend. From the side. Other side. From the front again. Friend. Okay, now the index fingers, you may see some people sign it where they're pretty straight and rigid. You may see some other people which do the opposite. They curve them down like this. When I do it, I think I just bend them down a little bit. So I'm like, friend. Friend. Okay, quick review. We're going to use our index fingers, non-dominant hand, put it down there, dominant hand on top, start like that, and then just flip over and do it the other way. Friend. Okay, we just talked about how to sign friend. Here is the sign for go to. Okay, before we go to the sign, you might be asking, why is there a hyphen in between go to? Well, to describe this sign, this concept in English, we use two words, go to. But in sign language, it's just one motion. It's just one concept, one sign. So we take those two English words and we put a hyphen in between. And that shows that that's just one sign, one concept, even though it's two words in English. Okay, so we're going to use our index fingers. These are the hand shapes. We're just going to put them about here. First, they're just pointing up, and then we're just going to go like this. Kind of like they're rockets and they're shooting off. Go to. Go to. From the side. Other side. Front again. All right, now I'm going off to my right side. You could go off to this side if you want to. It's not a big deal. Go to. All right, so starting from the rest position, sign with me. Let's do it 3 times. Go to. Okay, quick review. Use those index fingers. Start here like they're little rockets and just shoot off to the side. Go to. Okay, we just talked about how to sign go to. Here is a sign for happy. Okay, we're going to use both hands, and the hand shapes are the same. We're going to have flat hands. Now, I'm right-handed. I'm going to take my dominant hand, my right hand, put it about here. Non-dominant hand a little bit lower. Now I'm just going to swipe up lightly on my chest 2 times. Happy. Happy. From the side. Other side. From the front again. Okay, let's do it 3 times, starting from the rest position. Sign with me. Happy. Happy. Okay, couple things about this sign. First off, you may see it signed with just one hand. Very common as well. So you could do 2 hands, or you could do 1 hand. Throughout this lesson, I'm going to be consistent. I'm going to use 2 hands. All right. Second thing, we need to talk about facial expressions. Very important, paramount in American Sign Language because they communicate so much information. Now, first let me sign happy regular, and then I'll do it a different way and see if you can see the difference. The hand motions will be the same, but watch my face. Okay, first we have, now we have, or, so put it on your face. What you're feeling. If you go like this and you're frowning, it sends conflicting vibes and it doesn't seem like you're happy, right? Unless that's the message you're trying to send. Keep aware of your facial expression. So, happy. Okay, quick review. Hand shapes, just flat hands like that. Dominant hand on top, non-dominant hand down below. Swipe up twice, lightly touching your chest. Happy. And have a pleasant, at least a pleasant look on your face. Okay, we just talked about how to sign happy. Here is the sign for no. Okay, use your dominant hand. I'm right-handed. We're going to go like this, fingers together, thumb alongside. Now we're going to bend all the fingers down so we have this hand shape right here. Now we're going to use the tips of the fingers and we're going to tap twice on the side of our forehead or side of our head. No. Okay, at the same time, you can nod a little bit, like you're giving an affirmative, you know, yeah, no, From the side, no. Other side. From the front again. Okay, starting from the rest position, sign with me. Let's do it 3 times. No. No. Okay, something about this sign, you may see it where they just tap once. Now, when there's a full sentence, people are signing really quickly. It's common that they'll just do no once. In this lesson, to be consistent, I'm going to be doing 2 taps. Like this. no. All right. So at the same time, you can nod a little bit. You really need to lay it in there that you know. No. If it's just regular. Okay. Quick review. Use your dominant hand. I'm right-handed. This is the hand shape right there. We're going to use the tips of the fingers and just tap twice while we're nodding. No. Okay. We just talked about how to sign no. Here is the sign for store. Okay, we're going to use both hands. Hand shapes are the same. First, we're going to put our fingers together. Now we're going to squish them down so they're touching our thumbs, right? So these are our hand shapes right there. We're going to put right here, starting position, and we're just going to flick out twice. And we're going to do it quickly. Store. Store. From the side. From the other side. From the front again. Store. Okay, starting from the rest position, sign with me. Let's do it 3 times. Store. Store. Okay, something about this sign which is important. Make sure to make 2 movements, because if you make just one, it means sell. Aha! Very related to the store because you're going to sell things there, but it's just 1 movement for sell and 2 movements for store. So sell, store. Okay, quick review. Hand shapes like this. All right, start down here. 2 quick movements. Store. All right, we just talked about how to sign store. Here is a sign for try. Okay, we're going to use both hands. The A hand shapes for both hands, right? Fingers together, come down there. Thumb alongside, we have A's. Now start here, palms facing down. You're going to push forward and curve up. Try. Try. From the side. Try. Other side. From the front again. Try. Okay, rest position. Sign with me. Let's do it 3 times. Try. Try. Okay, something interesting about this sign. Sometimes, depending on who you're signing with, you may see different hand shapes. The same motion, moving forward and curving up, but you may see T's, the T hand shape, try. You may see S's, the S hand shape, try. All right? And also A's, like we're doing it, try. All right? Now you're thinking, well, how should I do it, or when should I do it? Well, if you're in an ASL course and you have an instructor who tells you to sign it a certain way and they're going to be grading you, do it how the instructor tells you. But just keep in mind that once you're out in the deaf community, you may see people sign it with A's, try, maybe with T's, try, and even with S's, try. To be consistent in this lesson, I'm going to be using the A hand shape, so you'll always see me signing it like this. Try. Okay, so quick review, A hand shapes, start about here, push forward and curve up. Try. All right, we just talked about how to sign try. Here is the sign for use. Okay, we're going to use both hands. I'm right-handed, so with my non-dominant hand, I'm going to use this hand shape. It's an S, okay? Just a fist. We're going to put it down here, palm facing down. That's our platform. With the dominant hand, I'm right-handed. We're going to make the letter U, like in the alphabet, U. So we're going to take that U, we're going to use the base of the hand, and we're going to rub twice on the back of our fist. Use. All right, so we're coming in at a sideways motion. Use. From the side. Use. From the other side. Use. From the front again. Use. Okay, starting from the rest position, sign with me. Let's do it 3 times. Use. Use. Okay, a variation that you may see is the same hand shapes. You got the S down there, the fist, you got the U, but you may see it where it's flipped around, like this. Use. All right, just depends on the region, the deaf community, how they grew up signing, and how they do it. So that's a variation you may see. Use. To be consistent throughout this lesson, I'll be signing it the same way, like this, with the U facing forward. Use. Okay, quick review. Non-dominant hand, make that fist, put it down there. Dominant hand, make a U, go like that. Now we're just going to rub twice on the back of our fist. Use. Okay, we just talked about how to sign use. Here is the sign for with. Okay, we're going to use the same hand shapes, the letter A. Yes, like in the alphabet, A, B, C, A. So we're going to take those A's, we're going to put them here so the knuckles and their palms are touching each other. Tips of the thumbs are pointing straight up. Now we're going to start in and just push out. With. From the side. Other side. From the front again, with. Okay, starting from the rest position, sign with me. Aha, I've been signing it all along with me. Sign with me. Let's do it 3 times. With. With. Okay, now depending on the context, this sign can mean multiple things. It can mean together. It can mean, given the right context, it can mean side by side. And we're going to be using it here for with, like Tom is with Joe. With. Okay, quick review. Hand shapes, A's, 2 A's right there. Stick them together, start in, and just push out. It's up to you if you want to go a little bit. If you want to go with, really laid in there, they're together. Up to you. Okay, we just talked about how to sign with. Here is the sign for year. Okay, the hand shapes are the same. Yes, we're going to have S's. We can just say like, put up your dukes. I got 2 S's. That's what we're going to use. Now, I'm right-handed, so with my non-dominant hand, I'm going to put that one right down here. All right, just leave it. It's going to stay stationary. With my dominant hand, I'm right-handed. I'm going to start on top, hovering above. I'm going to go around and then bop on top. Year. Year. Right? You may think of it like this is the sun, this is the earth, one full revolution, and year. Year. From the side. Other side. From the front again. Okay, starting from the rest position, sign with me. Let's do it 3 times. Year. Year. Okay, quick review. Hand shapes, S's, or we could say fists. Non-dominant hand, start down there. It's not going to move at all. Dominant hand, hover on top, go around, and bop on top. So we have year. Year. Okay, we just talked about how to sign year. Okay, so let's sign this. Complete sentence. Wonderful. We've been learning signs. Now let's put them to use. Okay, first, you. We're just going to use index finger and you. Now I'm talking with you, signing with you, so I'm just going to point once in your direction. You. Okay, now let's say we're seated side by side and I want to sign and talk to you. Well, I'm going to do what I can to turn and pivot my body, not only to have, good energy and vibes and show you I'm focusing on you, but make it clear so you can see my signs. Right, I'm going to point at you once, you. And if anyone says pointing is rude, well, it could be, if you're like in someone's face, that's pretty rude in any language. But in sign language, just think of it as indicating, you're showing, right? You. Okay. No, we did the sign. How do you sign it? Right, 2 taps. No. No. Okay. Here's the sign for my. Just going to use a flat hand like that, fingers together, thumb alongside. Just go in once and end up lightly touching your chest. My. Okay. Friend. How do we sign friend? Friend. Using those index fingers. Friend. Friend. Okay. Now is where it gets interesting because it's a question. A few extra things we need to do to indicate, to show that it's a question. All right. So this is a yes-no kind of question in American Sign Language. So we're going to raise our eyebrows, lean forward a little bit. Have like this look on your face. Kind of imagine your neighbor has a fence and the fence is like this high and you need to raise up a little bit because something's going on over there. So you're looking, trying to figure out. That's the facial expression for a yes-no question. So once you get to the end of the sentence, make sure your eyes are up and having that facial expression. You don't have to go like this through the whole sentence, but make sure at least at the end you're going like this. Okay, so let's go nice and slow and see how it looks. Now remember, once we get to friend, eyebrows up, lean forward a little bit. That's demonstrating it's a yes-no question. Okay, here we go. Sign with me. Let's go nice and slow. You know my friend. All right, so I did the sign friend. Raise those eyebrows. Lean forward a little bit, like you're trying to peek over the fence. Let's do it again. You know my friend. All right, let's do it. Sign with me. All right, let's speed up a little bit. Here we go. Eyebrows up. Okay, what do you say we switch it? What if we wanted to do a statement? You know my friend. Well, no eyebrows this time. Just kind of end with like an affirmative look on your face. Something like this. If you want to nod a little bit, that's fine. All right, so sign with me. Here we go. You know my friend. Just a simple statement, affirmative. Let's go back to the question. How do we do it? Let's do it together. Here we go. Okay, back to the statement. And the question one last time. Okay, wonderful. So we just talked about how to sign you know my friend. Remember, eyebrows up. This is a yes-no question, which means you can answer it with yes or no. I suppose you could say maybe, but it's a yes-no question. So to indicate the yes-no question, eyebrows up, lean forward a little bit. Okay, let's sign this. Here we go. Here's a sign for this. All right, you're just pointing down right in front of you. So think of it like this. You have two balls. One ball is here in front of you, another ball is over there. So you're going to point at the one that's in front of you. This one, right? Not that one. We want this one. So I know you can't take a year and touch it and grab it, but it's the same kind of concept. This. Okay, so index finger, this. From the side, this. Year, how do we sign it? That's right. Year. Okay, so we have this year. I did want to mention that I have seen this concept or this short phrase here signed another way. I've seen it signed now, year, and also to mean the same thing as we've been doing it, this year. So you may see that now, year, communicates the same concept, the same idea. Now, we're going to use Y hand shapes, go like this to drop them straight down. Now, so you may see that now, year. Here, we're going to be consistent throughout. We're going to be signing it this year, but it's just another option. Okay, let's move to we. Use your index finger. We're going to tap twice in our chest, once over here, once over here. We. From the side, we. Now, if you're lefty, because I'm right-handed, that's my dominant hand. If you're lefty, still using that index finger, but start on this side. Just do the opposite. We. Now, I'm righty, so I'll go like this. We. Okay. How do we sign happy? All right, the sign just by itself, happy. All right, we have a pleasant look on our face. All right, let's sign the full sentence. It's a statement, nice and slow. Sign with me. This year, we happy. All right, this year, we happy. And if you mean it, then you can put it on your face to express that, right? If you don't really mean it, but you're forcing yourself to mean it, put that on your face too. It's fine. People will figure it out. All right, let's speed up a little bit. Here we go. Sign with me. Okay, what if we want to turn it into a yes-no question? What do you think? What do we do? What do we need to do with our face in our head to confirm, to show that it's a yes-no question? What do you think? That's right. Remember that fence thing? You look up, raise your eyebrows, lean forward, kind of like you're peeking over a fence. You want to see what's on the other side? That's the facial expression for a yes-no question. So once you get to the end of the sentence and you're signing happy, have that facial expression. All right, now the question facial expression is going to supersede the happy, right? If you do happy by itself, you might be like, ha. But here we need to show the question. So those facial expressions are going to be more important. They're going to take control. All right, so let's do this question sign by sign. Sign with me. Here we go. This year, we happy? Again, here we go. All right, so let's sign the affirmative. Yes, we are happy. Because we choose to be. All right, let's go back to the question. How do we do it? All right, here we go. And back to the statement. Okay, we just talked about how to sign this. All right, let's sign this. Here we go. First, we have a name. All right, so this is a sign for name, and we're going to fingerspell. Fingerspell. We don't, let's say in this case, we don't have a name sign for her, so we're just going to fingerspell her name. How are you with the ABCs? Let's do it. M, A, R, Y. Right, so we have Mary. Let's do it a few times and we'll speed up. Mary, Mary. Okay, how do we sign try? That's right. Try, try. Use, use, use. Again. That's right. Again. And it is a yes/no question. So how do we indicate a yes/no question? Eyebrows up, lean forward a little bit. When you get to the end of the sentence, you're signing again. Eyebrows up, lean forward. All right. Let's do the complete sentence. Sign with me. Let's go nice and slow. Mary, try, use again. Mary, try, use again. All right, now keep in mind, we have a short, simple sentence here. There would be a bigger context because we don't know what are we talking about? What is she trying to use? Maybe it's a computer, maybe it's a pencil, something like that. Who knows? So in this situation, we're just going to get this sweet little sentence out here, but we don't know what we're talking about. She's going to be using something or we're asking about it. All right, let's do it. Sign with me. Let's go a little bit quicker. All right, let's turn it into a statement, right? So don't have to do the eyebrows up. Just at the end of the sentence, you could have a neutral expression or maybe nod. It's affirmative. So here we go. Mary, try, use again. We don't know what she's using, but she's trying it again. All right, a little bit quicker. Sign with me. Back to the question. Let's do it. All right, statement one more time. All right, so we just talked about and went step by step to sign this. All right, let's sign this. Here we go. It's a name. We're going to fingerspell the name. Here we go. T-O-M. So we have Tom. Practice a few times. We're going to speed up. Tom. Tom. Go to. What's the sign? That's right. Go to. And where is he going? To the store. Store. How do we sign with? With. Okay, and we have one more name. Fingerspell it. Let's do it. First the letters M, E, G. All together. Meg. Meg. All right. We have an affirmative statement, so let's just sign everything nice and slow. Sign with me. Tom go to store with Meg. Again, let's do it. Tom, go to store with Meg. All right, sign with me. Let's do it a few times. All right, what do you say we turn it into a yes/no question? So Tom, go to store with Meg. See what I'm doing there? Eyebrows up, because it's a yes/no question. Eyebrows up, lean forward a little bit. All right, sign with me. Let's do it. Tom, go to store with Meg. Back to the statement. All right, neutral facial expression. You might nod a bit at the end because it's just a statement. Let's do the question. Okay, we just signed step by step this. Okay, so what did you accomplish in this lesson? Well, you learned 10 vocabulary signs. Way to go. You had a signing quiz, you had an understanding quiz, and we signed sentences using our vocabulary words. Right. So now it's time for the inspiring quote. Now remember, the quote's all in ASL letters, so take your time, decipher the quote, figure out what is the message, and then put it in the comments. Okay, I'll see you soon. Have a lovely day.